So it's me, Kiani. Today's video, I am back with a pack with me video. That's right, it's vacation time again, and we're going to be headed to the Bahamas. So I want to make sure that I grab all of my makeup essentials, put them in my makeup bag, so once I put them in this carry-on, I know that I have everything I need to create this glam. So, as in typical makeup by Kiani fashion, if you're going to be going on vacation, if you're going to be going on a cruise, comment down below and let me know where you're headed. Do you try this technique? Do you go ahead and try everything on, such as your clothes? I did that as well. I tried everything on, put it in Ziploc bags, you guys. And all the jewelry, all the undergarments, everything that makes that outfit complete is all in one bag, and that made my suitcase much more organized, so I can go on vacation and really be on vacation. So I'm doing the same technique for my makeup bag, and I just love to know if you're really that OCD. Do you do this strategy for yourself? I'd love to know, so comment down below. But for now, grab your makeup bag and whatever you're drinking, and let's get into this pack with me video. When do they start only allowing one suitcase per cruise member? Like, is there some new stuff that they're coming up with? Because it's messing me up. But we're gonna go ahead and start with testing this makeup, because taking that one suitcase, I need to really narrow down this makeup bag. So I want to make sure what I put in here is worth going and adding weight to the luggage. You know what I'm saying? So let's do it. First off, I definitely want to go ahead and microplane my face so I don't have to worry about taking any razors. So I'm just going to add a oil to my skin so I can get that over with. Ew, pretty. And while I'm doing it, I might as well go ahead and address the elephant in the room. My daughter braided my hair last night, or into the morning, until about 2 o'clock this morning. She's not completely done, but she did exactly what I asked, which is make it loose, girl, because I had a run session this morning. So we knew that hair needed to be up and out of my face. So if you have any questions about how my hair is kind of in a boho pony, ask Chloe. I'm gonna do the brows too. Grabbing my little Tweenkle Razor. And this is just something that I like to do maybe like once a month, and it just so happens that I waited probably even longer than that because I knew I wanted to have it fresh for a vacation. I don't know how much makeup I'm really going to wear on this trip, but I am compiling some cute pieces. Just kind of pulling the skin taut and just dragging. And I know somebody's gonna say, isn't that gonna make your face hairier? Girl, no, we've been doing this forever. And my hair just grows like tiny peach fuzz. It's not really even that bad. But I do like to load up on sunscreen and things of that nature. And it can sometimes make the makeup look a little bit more textured, especially having high exposures to sun. So if I can soothe the skin out any way I can, I do like to do that. She done. I don't have to take a razor. Sure don't. I have this oil on and I want to kind of remove the excess. So I picked these makeup removing wipes up from the Dollar Tree. They have cucumber extract in them. So I'm going to test them right now. They have a good moisture level to them. I like to take makeup removing wipes when I travel because, you don't know, sometimes the water pressure is not great, sometimes the water is too dry. I mean, so many things. You're just exhausted. I mean, I'm on vacation. I'm going to be on vacation, and I still want to be able to allow myself to remove the makeup. So the faster we can do it, the better. These don't have a drastic scent to them. They were only $1.25, and yeah, it did remove that oil. The cloth is rolling up under my hands. That would be irritating to me. But again, they were $1.25, so what I would need to do is just fold them into a little tiny knot here. And I think they're going to work better. So I think they are going to fit the bill to go. Yep. And now, you already know. she's going. So I'm just going to rehydrate my skin, because this technique has just been working. Like, she has been working. She's going in the bag. She's going in the bag. I am going to carry my Advanced Night Repair. I found a fairly new bottle in my travel bag. I'm taking this because I haven't really been in the sun, because I've been doing a lot of tempo training on a treadmill, which means by now I would have already have had my first burn in the sun. But I really haven't had high sun exposures, which means I'm probably going to burn. No matter how much sunscreen I take, I'm probably going to burn. So I'm taking this to help soothe that. For all of my real sunscreen girls, you know, I don't play any games. This is definitely going. I also have it in the spray formulation, so that's going to go for my body. But as for my face, I need to pop a little bit of this on, because I want to try a new tinted blur product. Because also with getting high sun exposure, any makeup that I take now is going to end up too light in about 24 hours after being on this ship. So that means we need to have a way that we can make it the complexion I am and allow it to increase in hue, which means it's going to match me throughout my trip. So let's go ahead and pop on my brows. You already know I purchased a new one of these because I was getting very, very low. But do you guys take new skincare products on trips? Or do you just stick with the one that's almost done? Like, I'm thinking this old one is almost done. So I'm going to take it and probably end up using it up on this trip. And I've already replaced it if this little tube doesn't make it back home. You know what I'm saying? This is the dark brown brow glue by NYX. So good. Did I replace the exact same color? Let's see. I did. Dark brown. You're so smart. Okay, so it's going in the bag. You guys know this right here has been my, like, one of the best products that I found under $5 in a long time. Like, we're using it up. Like, we're starting to hit pan on this little shade right here, because I'm going to fill my brows in and then I can get to the foundation. I like how the brows are starting to get a little bit drier, and I could actually allow them to dry a little bit more, but we're here now. We're already moving out of water. If I let this dry a little bit more, I can build the brow up fuller. So let's give it a little bit of time to dry, because I jumped out of order. Typically after I do the brow glue, I move directly into my cream contour. So let's do that. And oh my God, this is definitely going. She won't even twist up anymore. So we're going to be saying goodbye to her on this trip. But for now, she's going in the bag. I honestly think this is like one of the best ways for me to make sure that the glam that I want to wear, all the components are in my luggage, because I'm going to put them in there now and I'm not going to take them back out. Although we don't leave until in the morning, I will still, you know, have gotten a chance to see what they look like all in conjunction together. See if I have any skin irritations from anything. Have time to adjust if so. But yeah, I feel like I've just been packing so much. Packing for me, packing for the kids. Actually, the kids can pack for themselves, but still, you know, you want to make sure that you have the things that they're not going to think to bring, you know, the medicines and if this, that, and the other. She's in the bag, which is my Black Opal. Gosh, the name of it is gone, but this is the True Colors by Black Opal. It is actually a foundation stick, but I use it as a bronzer because the shade is much richer than myself. But look how beautiful that is, and it's super inexpensive. All right, so blush. This Coral by Juvia's Place. I love the coral, but I think I'm going to take this Very Berry by Juvia's Place. Take her on vacation too, because I'll be getting a little bit more intense in color. So this is probably going to give more of a true flesh-like appearance. And I know Chloe was talking about she wanted a richer blush too in preparation for having more intensity in her tone. So let's just take it. I know that I love the Wild Rose, which is the coral version, but we're going to take both of them. Packaging, I think, is great. Those is going. Now, I should have dry brows. So let's go back to brows and let's try to finish them. And all I'm doing is doing tiny flicks upward just to make it look like I have tiny brow hairs. This is a much faster process than a brow pencil, and this has really been a game changer. And can you see how just allowing that brow glue to dry a little bit more, how my hairs are not flicking around? And even though I have moisturizer on underneath them, it doesn't matter because that glue is gluing. I'm also putting the brush in the bag. This is where things get a little tricky. I picked up the NYX Butter Glaze. This is a soft glow skin tint, but what I liked about it, it has an SPF of 30 in it. So I'm going to try this. All right, so let's do a little bit of this. Let me see. I know the shade is going to be off a little bit. I have another product that I want to use up, and this is my Fenty concealer, and this shade is a little bit warmer than I would normally use for a brightening concealer. So I typically use this shade as my foundation shade if I were using it, and this shade is 360 warm. So it is giving off a little bit more milky yellow right now. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but for a quick something, I just like to use products like this and kind of sculpt out. I'm just going to go right on top of that NYX the way I would have anyway. Although I'm going to have to be very particular around my eye area, because the eye area, honey, she will age you so bad. So we're definitely taking in my Lancome. This is the Renergie eye cream. And I'm just doing the tiniest bit here because I've been able to go back to my kind of full coverage concealer in this area. When I say the tiniest bit, it's all you need. While we're on the conversation of the Renergie eye cream, this has been the face moisturizer I've been loving. This gel cream, oh my god, especially at night, it feels amazing. Days that I'm not wearing any makeup, I love to put this on after I do my D'Alba spray. So good. So good. Now, talking about a shade that's going to be too light. This Born This Way concealer already is too light. So this is going to be a great time for me to test it with the NYX. Just over top of it, if I need to blur anything out. I'm putting this in the bag, but I do have it in a deeper shade, so after this is over, if I need to grab it in a different shade, we're gonna do it. I have to take my Haus Labs, have to take it with me, and I'm taking the shade that is a little bit darker. This is 34 medium. I also carry it in 32. I'm not taking both. I'm only taking one. It's expensive. I don't want to risk leaving it. So there's that. All right, let's go back over. Let's grab a little bit more of this NYX because I'm going to need this to blur. It's going to act like a foundation, especially with all these different stripes going on. That's good. That blurred out good. I also love this brush. This brush is the Real Techniques 449. I love it because it has this little dome here and it's flat on both sides. So I think you get a lot of blend out of this one brush because you can kind of angle it. You can pull. You can drag. You can tap. Whatever you need to do for that area of the face. This is a very multifunctional brush, so much so that I purchased another one. It's so good. I need to wash both of them. So we'll be doing that when we get done with you guys. Alright, and I'm not going to even change brushes. I'm going to go right into this brush, right on the tip, tap out. And then I'm turning it on its side because this area is more wider than around my nose, right underneath the eye. Turn it flat, drag it right over that blush. I do want my makeup to look good at least the first night because that's when they do like the captain's dinner. I want to get pictures with the kids and all that. So, oh, we have to do the things. I have to do the things. I also want to take my Japanese brush because it's double-ended as well. And I'm just going to go right over all of this with the skin tint. Just in case it's looking a little ashy. Did that help any? Did it calm it down? I really want to see what this looks like on camera. Because, you know, things can fool you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys know that I've done a few steps, but I don't want it to look like I've overdone it. But this is typically where it shows it. So, right over the ear. It feels good though. It feels light. It still looks like skin. Let's go ahead and set it with my old faithful RCMA No Color Powder. Still using it on a tapered brush. And what I found is I like a little bit of powder. Like, I think by using the eye cream, it allows me to get away with a little bit of powder too. I just don't feel like it's overly dry. Like, I honestly want a little bit of the radiance from the concealer. I just don't want it to look like it's not set. RCMA, ooh, she's getting low, but we're definitely taking her. I had to pick up me a new bronzer. This one is the Cheek Thrills in Tulum Trip. And I like this because it's a cream and a powder. And I purchased it mainly because I knew that I was going to be running out of my Black Opal. So this being a cream and a powder, let's try it now. I've used the powder several times. I really enjoy it. Let's go ahead and use the exact same cream brush that I've been using. And this is really, really risky. I've been using a lot of new products on my face. And I'm talking about doing makeup for pictures. Girl, if I jack myself up, I'll report back. But I have enjoyed this color. I don't think it's going to be intense enough to do much past the second day of the cruise. But like I said, by that time, we would have already have taken the photos, and I probably won't be doing too much of anything because this is what vacation. Dragging it down the nose. It's pretty good for a duo product. Just bringing that cheek back to life. And then here's the thing. I will need another brush to powder it. So yes, you take this double-ended brush, which is by one of our favorite old school companies, Stilazzi. They're not in business anymore, but I still love their brushes, their lashes. I still use them like almost every time I put my makeup on. So this double-ended brush is going. This duo bronzing product is going. And of course, I'm going to have to do one more kiss of blush right over top. And just by layering this, it should get me through a night, even if it's really humid on the ship. I picked up two Wet n Wild eyeshadows. Because I really haven't been playing in eyeshadows that much. And I like this little compactness of these shadows. And I think they had them on sale for like $4. I want to consider this green shade as a little bit of a liner. I wish that they would have had a black in this eyeshadow too, but I feel like that just gives the eye a little bit of something. And I'm glad that I mentioned black eyeliner, because I am definitely taking my Paint Pot by MAC in black. I'm taking that in case I need a little bit more hold. I hate doing colorful eyeshadows without a little bit of structure of the black, but just to see how this works, I'm going to do it. I just want to do a little soft, smoky upper lash line, just to give my eyes a little bit of something. That's cute. That's definitely going. She's going. She's going. I'm going to take this one too in case I feel fancy. We won't even test her. She's going. You already know that I'm going to grab my thickening mascara by Essence, and I'm gonna apply a falsie too. I did just replenish these. I bought a new one from Ulta yesterday, because this one is going to be at the end of her rope. I'm not taking a new one on the cruise, so we'll just be finishing this up while we're there. That did it. I have lashes. I have these by Stilazzi that I have absolutely been loving. However, I do already have those Chi lashes that I've been wearing for weeks now, and I love them. I love them because I don't have to replace them too frequently. I am going to take a new pair just in case these tap out. But I am going to, reapply these old ones. Popping on a little bit of lash adhesive. I've already done the mascara. But while I wait on this lash adhesive to dry, I'm going to put it in my bag. And I'm going to go to my bottom lashes, because this is the other mascara that I purchased yesterday, and I was like, oh, burgundy, let's try, because I really haven't been wearing lower lash mascara at all, and when I do, it's brown. I almost feel like the brown is not even worth putting it on, so I was like, oh, let's try a little bit of the burgundy. That's cute. It's just a little bit more punch of color, I guess. They also had this in blue, but they were sold out, and it was $2.49. I should probably order that, because I really would like the blue for the summer. I like this burgundy. She's cute. She's going in the bag. My fan for when things get a little hectic and time gets a little scarce. I've charged my fan. She's going in the bag. Magnifying mirror, she needs to be clean. Don't judge. She's going in the bag too. I need this close-up mirror though. Woo. See how pretty that is? It's such a challenge when you have not only small eyes, but they start to shrink and recede. I think having a little lash to accent the lash line really does give the eyes new life, but it doesn't need to be so big that it's dragging the eye down and distorting our vision. So that's pretty, but I think I have them on backwards. I do. So even with a magnifying mirror, it didn't even matter. Girl. Cute. That lash, she's going. I need to do this quick nose contour. Y'all, when I tell you, if I can find a good like spackle of color that's inexpensive, I'm buy it every time. This is by LA Colors, and it was just the right product for the right time. And I just like how I can dig my finger in this and snatch that nose up. She's going in the bag. Yes, she is. And she has a sister component. I've been using this so sparingly. It's a beautiful kind of peachy color correcting shade. And honestly, the tiniest bit. And I don't care how intense my tan gets, this is going to work. Because I can just use that peach to brighten it up. Loving that. Don't we just feel like we're rushing around? Especially when we're on a cruise. I think I'm bringing that same energy. I need to see if I need to add a little bit of this yellow powder. This Laura Mercier powder. Because it blurs so well. And I've added way too much on this brush. I just like the blurring ability this gives. Not how dry it is, but can you see what just happened? Because that sunkenness underneath here will start to project if you have too much of an illuminating product on. Tapping it down the nose. And just in places that are typically try to crease a sweat. I love that. I love that. So, oh child, she's made it in the bag. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey. She's made it. It's actually too yellow for me typically, but using richer in tones foundations, yeah, she's going to work. Now the hard part, the lips. I know I'm taking our Go Getter because this is just a beautiful holographic gloss that goes with everything. And from here, I can make everything else work. So she's going. I'm taking all of our glitter toppers. I have them right here. So I know I'm taking Showgirl. She is a beautiful topper. Taking Pageant Girl, which is a beautiful, beautiful holographic pink. She's going. I'm taking Southern Girl. Oh my God, yeah, Southern Girl's gonna be beautiful with what I'm wearing now. So let's put her on now. See, I just added it on top of the gloss. I really went poolside to Katniss dinner. Look at that. Doesn't that just look like vacation? I think we're just gonna pop a little bit of Showgirl on top. Just a little bit of coral. Oh yeah. I love that. So soft, so smooth. Screams vacation. I'm taking my Lumify drops because the eyes just start to do their thing sometime, honey. This is so much better than me waiting to the morning of and trying to do this. It would be a complete cluster. Grab my red and magenta glitter toppers just to be able to add the added bit of spark just to a gloss. Like, come on, next level. That was the red one. This is the magenta one, and they're just enough of a difference to do that. Here's the problem: by going on this cruise and wearing lip tricks, everyone's going to ask me about lip tricks. There's a problem. It's going to be a problem. I'm taking in my bag gloss. Definitely taking her. She's very multifunctional. Worth putting on. Like, it has just a good berry tint to her. Yum lip liner, which was my favorites from last month. I am taking Golden Gleam gloss. Taking Nice Try. Present. My Pinky Nude. Bet on Me. My red. So I know I'm wearing an orange dress tonight. I'm taking Aruba. Full stop. Aruba. I do have my last little bit of my Briogeo. She's almost gone. It's going to be perfect Just grabbing a little bit of that and doing the edges. And honestly, I probably won't have to do them every day. So this last little bit of product in that little container is going to work. So what do we think? How do we think the look has come out? I absolutely love it. I think it's extreme for me and my lifestyle now. However, I'm super excited that I took the time to pull it all together. Definitely took the time to round everything up to make sure that it's in my makeup bag. So when I am ready to recreate this look, we have everything there. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'm hoping you learned something new. Have you tried any of the products that I showed here today? Have you fallen in love with anything new? You guys know I love to know. Comment down below. You guys also know I love to connect with you, so make sure you connect with me. Follow me on all my social media links to never miss another upload. Until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hugs and kisses. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.